Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pressure Talk. I'm your host, Brother Newlywed, aka Mr. 23 and 6. Naptown, stand up, St. Louis, stand up. On my Dirty Man West shit. How y'all doing on this Wednesday, man? It appears to be a nice day out here, man. Appears to be a very nice day. Yesterday was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we having some nice days, or we get some. I ain't gonna put that out there, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm on something else today, man. I ran across this information I'm gonna put out. I ran across this a minute ago. You know what I'm saying, like a few weeks ago, and I meant to speak on it then, but be having so much going on. It slipped my recall. But then I ran across it again this morning, so you know we're gonna have a conversation. That being said, let's get into the content.
Giving black should not be giving.
Hold on, my bad. I got some fat fingers.
Black people the same vaccines.
Start this
The
over.
following, and I quote: "We should not be giving black people the same vaccine schedule that's given to whites because their immune system is better than ours." Can you please explain what you meant?
There's a series of studies, I think most of them by Poland, that show that the particular antigens that blacks have a much stronger reaction. There's differences in reaction to different products by different races.
So I have 17 seconds left. Let me just ask you then. So what different vaccine schedule would you say I should have received?
That
What different vaccine schedule should I have received?
I mean, the Poland article suggests that blacks need fewer antigens than.
This is
so
so
you get the
dangerous.
same measles vaccine. but
Mr.
it-
Kennedy, with all due respect, that is so dangerous. Your voice would be a voice that parents would listen to. That is so dangerous. I will
With
be
the
voting
truth
against
is
your nomination because
science.
your views are dangerous to our state and to our country. The following, and I quote:
Okay. This particular congresswoman, she's a senator. I'm gonna go pull her name up. Hold on. Her first name is Angela. I think it's Angela Holland Brooks or something like that. I wanted to be for sure. Cause I did this for a reason, man. Like, just give me a second, bear with me, y'all. Yeah, her name is Angela Hollenbrook. She's a senator. I don't really know what state she represents in United States Congress, but she was speaking to an individual, one of the Kennedys, who has been he's when before the woke community became something, there was something that they called truthers, individuals that was about telling the truth. This was during the rise of the whole sovereign citizen movement. Well, he would be one of those truthers, not on the sovereign citizens level, but he would be one of those truthers. Now, there's a number of reasons why, I feel like this was something that needed to be spoken on for us as a people. First and foremost, to this senator, this individual told you to your face the truth, to your face. A reputable individual, as she acknowledged herself, on the body. He told you that because of who you are, you don't need these things. What's even more interesting about this is he spoke on a study. Y'all can go back and look it up yourself. Just look up the senator's name and it'll come up. But he spoke on a study. A study is a result of an experiment. It's a part of an experiment. And yeah, we know, from our past history that they have been experimenting on us, but like, they're still doing it. And when I say they, I mean the Anglo-Saxon Jews, Europeans, whatever y'all want to call them, white people. They're still doing it. They still can't figure out how. The first question that they claim they ran into when they first came into this country, on this continent, when they came into the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, first thing they asked them was, how? They ain't been able to figure that out. But I wanted to speak on this because I feel like my experiences now in life has shown me, man, that we need to protect our women. Because her resistance to this is alarming. It's like you were offended that he told you the truth. And it's alarming because through my experience, man, I sit back and I watch how our women give their devotion. And it's so powerful, it's so obedient, that if it was given to us as males, I can only imagine what we could do with it. And what I mean by that is, our women are our pride. They are the source, the root of our pride. Without them having pride in us, we can't do nothing. I'm just saying, we can't do nothing. And the type of devotion that I'm speaking on is, I done been to, quite a few doctor's appointments with my wife. And when I sit around and I observe the room, the only males that you see at doctor's appointments, it be either older males that's coming in there for themselves, or individuals that's there with a significant other. Everybody else is females. And our women give so much trust to this system. Even though, we can see that it means them no good. Like, it's not there to help them at all. It's only there to feed off them. It's a parasite. It's the same way with Christianity. I ain't gonna even put no sugarcoat on nothing. I'm just call a spade a spade. It's the same way with Christianity. The reason why Christianity is so relevant amongst my people is because of the women. It's not because of the males. If you did a statistical count on the gender population in the Christian community, just in our community alone, the women would grossly outnumber the males. And you can try to make the argument that nowadays, they claim that it's for every one male there's 12 females, but this has always been the case. They give their devotion to something and they're unwavering in it, and they'll give it everything they have in the hopes that what these individuals advertise, they make good on. And it ain't happening. Like, they are They slowly unaliving our women while we're so fixated on what she brings to the table. Can she cook? When I get with her, will she change the way she dressed? What's her body count? All of that is associated with nothing. And I mean, when I say nothing, I mean mortal existence without moral principles. Because let's just go and keep it a buck. When we look at our women and we see them, we have no attraction towards their minds, their abilities outside of sex. I mean, let's keep it a buck. But you want her to come in and bow her head to you when you just sitting around being a non-producer. Like, I find this concept interesting, man, because how can you expect to have a queen when you don't even know what it means to be a king? And I mean that literally. I don't mean it because it sounds like a flowery statement. What's what I'm looking for? Some sort of handsome coat to put on. See, nowadays, king is it's a fashion accessory. But none of y'all really know what a real king does, what a real king is. And if y'all did, you would recognize that you don't even come up to half of the responsibilities of a king. Even if you go out and work a 9 to 5 and come home every day and, eat and go to sleep and get up and do the same thing, guess what, partner? You're not a king. I'm sorry, you're not a king. If you're not guiding your family, if you're not leading your household, if you're not giving them life skills, you're not a king. If you're not protecting them, and I don't just mean physically, because protection also comes with education, awareness, critical thinking. These things only a man can really give. But y'all don't hear me though, man. We need to protect our women, man. Nuttown stand up, St. Louis stand up. I'm on my dirty Midwest shit, man. It's your bro, Brother Neely Bay, KMS 23 and 6. Hey. Till next time, y'all.